going to be an old-timer story with a little bit of success at the end of it here. Playing on a Coddle and playing together with the Ember. Both teams waiting for those 6s to come online. And even at that point, it's not the easiest thing in the world to make a go at people. Okay. Interesting. Trying to punish. Zephyr in some trouble. Body blocks. And first blood going to be taken by Jackie.
Yep.
So a good rotation.
These kind of squishy-ish supports, and tiny pre-level 6, very low armor. A very easy kill, and Carl, let's be a little bit careful in the mid lane.
Taking the move, able to jump away actually, and now an avalanche for follow-up. Tim's toss back, no hits on the creep, and afterwards Whitemon gonna be chased. They have ulti ready from Carl if they want to drop it. Look for the heavenly jump, then the Tumblr's toy walk away. Double jump.
Dude, what a fun item for Zeus to get. Tumblr's toy Zeus sounds like the dream neutral item.
Uh-oh, Tim's in some trouble. Zephyr Avatos can't quite bring down Tim's, and instead it's Zephyr that dies.
It brought in the TP.
3.
Yeah, they want this tower. Now Cuckoo's in some trouble.
Gets speared there. Over to the arena. Falcon Blade will not keep him alive. 4-0 start.
Like Zeus was like, I'm cooning for this. I hope it spawns here. And unfortunately for him, it didn't actually go there. So Yopaj gets it bottom. Just gotta be careful now. And there's another arena. He's just gonna die to this.
And down bottom, they're also taking down Zephyr. So a couple of rotations in. The Warlock ulti is down, and down bottom, Zephyr is also dead. 6-0.
They're chasing.
Boom! Keep on looking for more. I mean, this is happening on 2 fronts right now. They just don't have a place to go.
And T1 just. Bristle, like it's hard to play into heroes like Ember. Their mobility and their ability to also just get onto the backlines means they just ignore you.
No, and I think Cuckoo might be dead again. Yeah, they move on in. They find him broken, dead.
You finally got your Warlock 6 and used it, but he used it on 3 heroes with no follow-up. Like, he's like, oh, I gotta save my Razor, but you don't. Warlock ulti is not like a save. It's like a counter, like it's this kind of counter teamfight spell where you need to like have your entire team there to follow it up.
And Gabby needs his entire team right now, and he is not going to find it. They smoked into the triangle trying to find the Terrorblade, and instead it's Gabby that gets found, and Gabby that's going to be killed. Over to the side, they do find TB, but Jackie, he gets off the Sunder, able to walk away. This is about as tragic as it gets right now. No. Dude, Cuckoo.
Just kidding. Yopaj, has he overcommitted?
Oh, toss back. A chance. Good kill. They needed that one. Oh my God, they needed that one.
Somebody's got to address the TB, but with a BKB, your Zeus just can't do that the way he's supposed to. Yeah, there's smoke now. He's gonna get Gabby.
It did turn red on oh no, FBZ. He's about to get speared. Warlock Golem ready to go, drops down right as the spear goes out as well. Gets pushed out of the arena now. This is looking a little bit better here for Boom, but do they have any type of control? It doesn't quite look like it. FBZ is going to be the one that's left behind. A spear throwing over to Carl, but I have the chase down and the kill. Afterwards though, Zephyr gets absolutely bodied by the Slight in the Acorn shot.
He gets sniped.
And I mean, so much of that damage is front loaded on T1 too, that you want to get it in that initial burst. That, I mean, I feel like popping BKB early is kind of fine. Well, there you go. FBZ, he finds Carl. Can they keep him alive? Shadow Word, not enough for the heal. The toss is going to miss. They run in with Gabby now, trying desperately to win this fight. They do have Cuckoo right on top of Yopaj, but there's nothing to keep him here. Can immediately run it away. The rest of Boom. Ooh, Cuckoo dodges the spear, but the bushwhack keeps him from getting anything else done. Do they have Warlock Golem back up in 1 second? Thought about dropping it there. Gabby still trying to stand up in front. Do they have enough? Golem gonna connect onto everybody, but there is no follow-up. There's no damage. They didn't even have enough mana for Fatal Bonds. They lose Gabby. Cuckoo's about to drop here as well, as they run him down on the Razor. 9,000 gold lead. It has not looked close. He's almost got Ags on Gabby too. I mean, if not now, then when?
Yeah, oh, for sure. The Ag's timing on Bristol, I think, is like the last good timing you get on T1 this game. Like, Razor's item timings just don't matter. You can get a BKB, it's kind of whatever, because TB's just always going to melt him. Some Zeus item timings maybe matter. Well, you know, this Razor's honestly just a creep at this point. Sorry, Cuckoo. But just something, another objective on the map for Boom to go and farm whenever they feel like.
True. All right. Ava, toss, catching Yopaj. Nothing doing yet. FBZ jumps in. Oh, he finds the Warlock. You gotta buy back. You gotta fight. You gotta do something, but it's not gonna happen. Gabby is gonna get chased down here. Now he's gonna die as well. There's no salvaging this engagement. 4 dead. Nobody touched on Boom.
Jackie's TB had a great lane, like everything just clicking here, and we've not seen T1 really make any moves, any plays. Like, you know, I like the idea with a lot of their draft with the Zeus, but the offlane Razor just gave them a complete void when it came to any kind of team fight and playmaking. Like, they have a Warlock ultimate, but it feels like they have zero team fight this game.
Oh, drop everything for Yopaj. Yes. Well done.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely worth it. It's like, no Warlock ulti, they can take Roche for free, but T1 actually get in there first. It's being scanned, though. This is...
Oh, God.
Oh, I think they're relying on sneakiness, because I do not think they win a fight to the pit without Warlock ulti. This could go really bad.
Uh-oh, Warlock ulti not available.
He's ready with a blink.
Away. And they find Gabby, toss out the Mars, but keeping him alive for now. BKB, Gabby tries to get out of there. 4-step, keeping him alive. Carl TPing out, and Gabby will not be able to escape. As no BKB, no problem. The Whitemon just has to swaddle out of there as well. So they'll finish off Roche.
You know, the ambition. Like, they're trying to make something happen out of nothing. This game is honestly in a terrible spot. It was super desperate for them. Kind of smart. It doesn't work. It backfires. But, like, they're trying to find that window back into basically a hopeless game, rather than just sitting back and waiting to lose, you know, playing on their high ground. It's rough, the position there, and they're going to keep getting picked off here. But yeah, it shows to me they're still communicating and trying to figure out like a way to win this game, even though they probably can't win it. And if he can get to the backlines or just play like this, he's just going in 1v5 while his TB just, you know, can focus objectives. So,
right.
Well set up kind of teamfight foundation for Boom. Makes things pretty easy.
This is interesting. They catch Gabby there, have the Golem, going to connect onto everybody. The Avalanche afterwards, Jackie holding onto his BKB, still has the Aegis as well. They will not get him. The Sunder comes out at the last second, and then the 4-staff forward. It was meant to be better, but it didn't end up happening. Tims will die, but it is a big price to pay for all of those kills onto the T1 course.
Oh, but Mars guesses wrong too. Okay, he's out. Well done, Zephyr. Take those small wins. Unfortunately, couldn't quite. He's going again. He's looking for Mushi. Yes, he's got him.
Take that. If Mushi was going to go unkilled this game, he's so mad right now. I actually don't think he is. I don't think he's looking at Yopaj just kill Carl with the pace and is unconcerned. Will manage to get out just barely. Well, 5-29, and I mean, Mushi will spot Whitemon there. God, they're just waiting for anybody to step out at all. They're gonna get the D ward here as well in a sec. Actually, I thought that was an interesting matchup mid there for a little while. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think the Zeus pick can work if. I mean, it's the draft as a whole. Like, you can't say like one. I mean, you can say one hero, the Razor, was not a good pick, but it's picking all these heroes together. That's been the biggest issue.
Gabby trying to survive through it. Cuckoo BKB, but still gonna be chased down and killed. Ava toss back. Gabby keeps him out. The Warlock Golem, but they already got the Sunder off. Was not timed together perfectly. They jump in with Yopaj still throwing out that slight spam. They bought back on Cuckoo, but he's not careful. He might go down again as well. Try to hold on
coming,
here.
Or what's coming?
The items. They can farm up the neutrals soon.
Yeah. Boom Esports is coming to your base. They got meta, they got BKB. That's what it's on Aegis. It's just these, you know, it's just the TB they're waiting for. Meta back up should be another melee Rex.
Oh, big arena down. Gabby Solo BKB, they turn, they punch. Oh my goodness, that did a lot of damage. Silver Edge crit is no joke. Zephyr dies, Yopaj gets himself out of there, and GG is gonna be called. One last Zeus ulti to pad the damage stats, but that's gonna be it for game one. Man, they talked about in the interview, just as long as we don't get out drafted, but they definitely did.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably part of this will be like, did we get out drafted or did we just out draft ourselves? But for T1, it's, you know, it's time to start showing up. Like, they can't really afford to lose this series. Going 2-3, I don't think it means they're guaranteed not the major. There might be some like weird tiebreaker scenario with 3 losses, but it's pretty tough and pretty grim at that point. I think their chances start to look really bad.
Yeah, and obviously with the ascendancy of Talon, it's looked much like that's the way this series and this season would go. But right now they find themselves an opening onto Gabby, has Feast skilled and nowhere else to go. Sick charges barely keeping himself alive. Gabby, oh wait, what? Okay, he had the rage.
Yep.
It looked like he like zigzagged a little bit at the end there.
Like, he still does everything he used to do, just maybe slightly weaker on some of his spells. But you've got a guy like FBZ who's just so good in this hero, and a team like Boom who are so good at playing around these team fighting offlaners. You know, they're going to find a lot of success.
Jackie tries to jump away, but 2 points up, and Gale maybe going to go for a deny here on Mushi. Does he get it?
He's going to leave him.
No. Ooh, okay. Just gets brought down.
Yeah. It probably depends a bit. I guess, yeah, he could theoretically be the one to make the move onto the Venom bottom. Ooh. Instead, bottom it.
Jackie,
he has got a TP, but he's holding Dispose. Smart of Zephyr not to use this Dispose until they've guaranteed the kill.
And that is going to continue to happen until Ursa gets level 6, which is a ways away.
Yeah, Cole's in a really good position to have a very active game here. Cuckoo's staying alive in the bottom lane. He got to finish his treads. He's leveling up the Plague Wards now, so not going all in. And they're finding kills in mid. Dive on Tim's. Easy snipe there. There's just so much activity available to T1 when you've got this Marcy plus Ember who both had this good start. Just completely different draft to game one. They can actually make plays here.
Cuckoo, unfortunately, is going to be the one that gets jumped on now by Boom, so they'll make a play on that Venomancer. Like you said, these rotations are key to shutting down. Well, Cuckoo now has his ulti available, is going to start dropping down these Plague Wards and hoping to catch somebody. They do connect with the scan. Ember and Warlock right behind with 3 points in Fatal Bonds. They're going to send in Zephyr to start. Dispose afterwards. Big Golem drop down. And then the combo coming out afterwards with the boat, but will it be enough? They still have to be careful. Veno has ulti available. FBZ going to find Cuckoo. Connects onto both of them. Tims steals the Gale. Cuckoo will drop, but Gabby looking for the run now down onto FBZ. This is looking pretty solid for T1 after losing a couple of heroes. They're going to take down 3 themselves.
And similarly, T1, like Ember and Veno, just can't do quite as much against these BKBs. But both teams at the same time, they both have good carries. Like, if you go to these late game, these carries aren't afraid of BKBs. Ursa, Lifestealer can do all these sustained damage through them. Here come T1.
They find one. Jackie afterwards has Enrage, ready to go. Do they chase for any more? Golem down, Enrage immediately out. And looking for the follow-up, they get the kill. Cuckoo's still coming in afterwards. Their own Fatal Bounce to Creep Blade. FBZ shows up, but Zephyr gets saved by the Infest at the last second. But the boom follow-up, Yopaj with a double kill. Oh, he's feeling himself a little bit there as they take down the carry. So 2 for 3 again. Another slight favor for T1. Yopaj salvaging that. Yeah, he needs that for sure. We do see now with the Blink Dagger ready on FBZ. They got to be careful though. They don't know about the rest of these heroes. Mushi found right at the start. Yopaj going to be slowed down by the Gale. Gabby moves in. Winter's Curse still ready, looking for an opening, but it's not there. And Tims just has to get the hell out of there. That was the BKB used for the Ember, as FBZ is going to TP out afterwards.
Carl, he's rotated now back to the mid lane. Once Jack here also to fight over this rune.
Man, nice catch there.
Okay.
Oh man, Arena down. Well played. And I don't think that the rest of T1 can chase this.
I don't know how Carl managed to pick up that rune right in front of the Ursa there, but either way, meant that he got speared onto it. It was almost like a little bait from FBZ to give him the rune, but line up the perfect spear. You go in mid. No BKB, you used it top.
Has to be careful. They already have the spear vessel. Zephyr, the turnaround. The boat is there, though. That stops the action. Although Yopaj is still burning down. I think he still dies to this.
A very good sequence for Boom there. Getting out after getting the kill on the Ember. They do have to give up their mid T1 tower, but that's just the cost of using some of their key spells. Alright, wow. Cuckoo.
Underneath, they get the wards. Cuckoo goes the Gale, and immediately will be brought down afterwards.
Yopaj has been pretty flawless, 6-0 and 2. FBZ's been hitting amazing spears in arenas, keeping Boom in this game.
And now moving in to take the tower. FBZ looking for the backline, finds it, jumps for Zephyr. Whitemon no ulti, so they don't need to deal with the Warlock at all. In the meantime, though, trying to TP out with MUSHI, he does manage to escape. No way to break it. As Carl not going to connect with those chains onto TPing out Hero, but maybe finds Yopaj here, actually. Forced to pop the BKB himself. Just try and get out of there. Boat down afterwards. Does have Enrage, or rather Rage, but won't use it.
And yeah, Lifesteal's gone for this Maelstrom to give him some farming ability, but he hasn't been able to keep up with the Ursa, who's now almost 2,000 gold ahead of him. So despite Lifesteal having the much better start, he has not stayed that way. Mid.
Tim's lift into spear, arena down. Gabby tries to get out, has the infest, but it won't matter. Jackie gets the kill.
Maybe they could go for a seal if Ember was in the neighborhood, but that's not even the case. So free Roshan for Boom.
Boom playing really good here. Smoke up. Boom. Looking for an opening. Yopaj, he's gonna run right past Gabby here. They see Gabby. It started the same way before. The telekinesis from downtown, they miss, but they find the Hex. Warlock gold. Gabby tries to get out. He gets not away. Oh no, and stolen. Oh, Tim's, why'd you have to do it to him like that? Oh, T1, they didn't stand a chance.
Oh, right into the meat grinder. They just got shredded there. Holy moly, that was just brutal. As like they just get eaten alive.
Part of it is just the really good draft that Boom has put together, and they've been playing so solidly and outplay a little bit of miscoordination.
Yeah. It was one of those ones where I think every other telekinesis before that one, he just held them in place, and this time he pulled Lifestealer towards them. So they won't. I don't think they'll make that mistake again.
Not again. Not again. Not like this. They did it again. It doesn't matter. They still got him. Oh, wait. Hold on. Winter's Curse, though. A little bit of a mix up there. Oh, Gabby still just drops. Whitemon in trouble. The Golem is coming. It cometh upon all of ye. T1. They all dropped. Tim stealing every ultimate in the game pretty much right now. As 4 are dead again. They did lose the Ursa, but it is a small price to pay. Is Yopaj dead? He's dying. Yopaj ends up dying to the Veno. Okay.
That's something. They lose Yopaj. They also, I mean, they lost their mid and their carry.
I don't even know how much that ends up being. It won't let me alt it, but regardless, T1. Now, here's an interesting point. You see the Rosha's up. 10 seconds till Ursa. I feel like they're so invested. They gotta make some type of a play for this.
Yeah, they just don't have the damage to kill Roche quick enough. These heroes are probably going to respawn. They want to try and force a fight before they respawn, but what a curse.
The Winter's Curse right on top. They move on in, going to infest, keep them alive. Marcy down low, second round of the refresher. They get the ulti off from Tim's. Now the Golem drop down from Whitemon. Cuckoo low, Cuckoo going to die. Jackie there to clean up, and well, as you said, they respawned and they took the fight.
FBZ gets a double arena on absolutely everybody, and you buy enough time for Ursa to respawn.
24,000 gold lead. Boom. You know, it was looking better from T1, but the story remains the same. MUSHI scouts out. It's an arcane rune on that top side. Boom, ready to go. Start building the little collection of Veno wards. And a battle. Wait a minute. Jumps in, finds one, Golem afterwards. Do they have enough? Yopaj, FBZ right on top of Carl, trying to kill him off. The stun is there, more than enough for the finish, as they won't lose anybody but Mushi, who buys back and now is ready to go for another round of it. Zephyr disposed, but they got him. Tim's right on top. And there for the finish.
Kunkka just pops his refresher for the double hex, just to make sure they kill the Ember there. He had the Arcane Rune too, so his refresher's not even got that long of a cooldown.
And they find him again. Gabby, although another spear mix-up with the telekinesis. Ulti right on top, boat gonna land afterwards, and no enrage, nowhere to go. Zephyr tries to dispose, it wasn't meant to be. As they move in for another kill. Pull back in the Warlock, he's gonna be hexed as well. Nowhere left to go as Boom are gonna take this series 2-0 over T1. GG Cole.
Very convincing, Lyrical, I gotta say. Boom, like game one, like much better draft. They just completely crushed them. This game, you know, I think Boom's draft we saw as it went on, like had much better ways to start fights. But you know, they had some weaknesses they had to overcome, particularly that laning stage.